What's up everyone, I'm Micah. Welcome back to my channel. For the last week or two I've been doing like just back to school outfit ideas and stuff, just showing you all some kind of just casual outfits and some just pretty chill. So I figured I'd do one mainly just showing you all like athleisure outfits, wearing like sweatpants or running shorts and just stuff like that, athleisure. So let's go ahead and get into it. So obviously with athleisure there's not really that much going on with the outfit, it's just wearing workout clothes basically. But since this video is, it's referring to like the back to school theme, I guess you could call it, or anything, but just back to school time at school, whether you're in high school or college. Well, probably more college. I feel like people are wearing sweatpants, running shorts, just regular t-shirts. They aren't really dressing up. They aren't doing that much. At my college at least, I really only saw people wearing athleisure, just comfortable things, because you're walking around a college campus all day and there's not, what are you dressing up for? You're just going to class, you may go out to eat, get lunch or something, and then you're going home. There's not really any reason to be dressing up. But anyway, like I said, these are all just athleisure outfits that I've seen like on Pinterest and Instagram and stuff, just give you all some different ideas. So, jumping right on into this first outfit here. This guy has on this, I'm not really sure what kind of color you call this, kind of like a beige and green mixed together. But anyway, he has on this zip-up hoodie, as you can see. Under that, looks like he has on a white t-shirt, and with the shorts, if I'm not mistaken, these look like sweat shorts. I know it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think those are sweat shorts. And I'm a big fan of sweat shorts. I always wear mine, especially, during the summertime, whether I was going to class or something. I just love my sweat shorts. In regards to the shoes, these look like a pair of Balenciagas. Now, I know your average college student won't be wearing any shoes like those, but just any running shoes or a chunky sneaker, whatever, would get the job done. And one thing I always point out, just because it always catches my attention, if you wear long socks like these, like how he did here in this outfit, just scrunch up the socks some. Like, don't pull them all the way up to your knees and don't push them down to your ankles either. I feel like just, a nice scrunch in the socks it's just best. In regards to accessories, you can't really see much because he has on a jacket and the sleeves are covering where you would see bracelets and watches and stuff, and the jacket itself is covering where he may have on a necklace, so can't really see any accessories, but I just imagine he may have on a watch at least, and that's kind of it. In college you really don't have to wear much. I feel like a watch is just kind of that one accessory that every guy should wear, but other than that, it's not really a point to wearing, other things. Now, moving on to this next outfit here. Very simple, not a lot going on. Well, there's not really a lot going on with all the outfits I'm showing. But anyway, here this guy has on this, I guess you call it like a dark gray. I was about to say faded black, but I think this is a little bit lighter than a faded black. But anyway, this guy has on, this gray t-shirt. He paired them with these black shorts that look like they could be sweat shorts, or they could just be regular, like dry fit shorts. I really can't tell with the material. But anyway, he paired them with these black Sambas. And also, you see with the socks, they're kind of scrunched. They aren't pulled all the way up and they aren't pushed down either. Just a nice scrunch. In regards to accessories though, I see he's carrying like, some kind of bag or whatever that may have clothes or something in it. And he's wearing like a couple of bracelets. So, any accessory helps. I feel like it's just best, if you have on at least a watch. But like I said, this is catered to back to school and you're not really, trying to make it a fashion show or anything. You're just throwing on some clothes to get to class and to go back home. But just very simple outfit here, but it gets the job done. Now, obviously, depending on if you have to walk around a college campus or not, wearing Uggs probably won't be the best choice because it's just way too hot outside for that. It's not exactly the time of year for that, but I still just wanted to show this outfit because I know some people wear slippers and stuff to class. So anyway, here this guy has on this black graphic tee. He paired them with these brown sweatpants that are just some baggy sweatpants and those Ugg slippers. Now I can't tell if these are slippers or the boots, but either way, I know just a lot of people like to wear something comfortable. Just like I said, you're going to class and going back home. I'm not really seeing any accessories, I don't think, but still just a very simple outfit. Like I said, not a lot going on, and this is just a perfect example of athleisure other than the shoe situation. Now I feel like this outfit is kind of a given that this would, be great for, just walking around a college campus or something like that. But Anyway, here this guy has on this just solid plain white t-shirt. He paired them with these black shorts that look like they're kind of a nylonish dry fit like material. And he paired them with these brown shoes, if I'm not mistaken, these brown and white shoes. I can't exactly tell the brand. I think they look kind of like Dior shoes, but I could be wrong. I think I see a Nike. Actually, okay, I'm not going to say because I really don't know. I see he has on Nike socks, but I'm not really sure what brand the shoes could be. Anyway, in regards to accessories though, I see he has on a bracelet, I see a ring, the sunglasses he's wearing, also the hat. So, you know, all those different accessories, like I said, they're not really that important since this is like catered to what you may wear around in high school or college. But if you do wear them, they're obviously going to help out the outfit and just make it look better. And finally, this is basically just another version of the last outfit that I just showed, but it's just so, how can I say? I guess it's just a simple go-to that you could just repeat it over and over, and you could just change, you know, like little subtle things, and you know, people really wouldn't notice that you're wearing the same outfit. And to be honest, people probably aren't paying that much attention to you anyway to know that you're wearing the same outfit. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This guy has on plain white t-shirt, as you can see. He paired them with these black athletic shorts and the Sambas. Like I said, slightly different from the last outfit. And these Sambas have the light blue stripes, as you can see. In regards to accessories though, I'm not really seeing anything other than like the sunglasses he's wearing and the hat. So, you know, just a nice touch. Like I said, a watch would be the only like necessary one to wear, just because I don't know, I just feel like you just always need a watch on. Me personally, I always wore one just because, you know, if a class banned phones or something, you just would want to look at your watch to see the time. But other than that, I guess there's not really a point to having to wear a watch, you know, if you don't want to wear any accessories. But they just always make any outfit look better, in my opinion. So those are just some different athleisure outfits that I want to show you all. Like I said, I'm pretty sure most college kids, or college and high school, are going to be dressing along those athleisure, I really don't know the word I'm looking for right now, but I'm pretty sure, you know, athleisure is going to be a big thing. I really don't know how to word what I'm trying to say, but these are basically the kind of clothes that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be wearing. That was what I was wearing when I was in high school and college, and I'm pretty sure that was what people were wearing before me, and they're going to keep wearing after me. So, you know, nothing really revolutionary about this, but it was just to give you all some different outfit ideas and just to show just to give some style inspo, more or less, for, you know, different things that you could wear for this upcoming school year. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it. If you did enjoy it, subscribe to my channel because I post on here twice a week, and follow me over on Instagram as well at Micah Akins, just so you can keep up with me, and I will see you all in the next video.